Who would've ever thought that this what the world was gonna get? A young black man standing with my 10 toes down. They say what goes around and what goes up must come down. Relate, create, and make a sound decision. Stacking your paper up, showing love, raising your children. For copping sacks and guns, it's time to count some buildings. Entrepreneuring your talents, making an honest living. Cause there's a time and a place and always a reason. Gotta be ready and steady to change with the seasons. Leaving my mark in this world, I ain't never retreating. Ain't got no time for y'all haters, cause I'm who I believe in. There's always a destiny. For every move, you got to play for keeps. Keeping my head high towards the sky. Forever I will be the one and only. Thank God for me. Dear Lord, forgive me.
It's Kiwi, and we are in the building, and I am here with my co-host.
Fast Lane 747. What up, what up, what up?
And
Miss Mink in the house.
that is our other co-host out of the ATL. And tonight,
Yes.
we are just going to talk about being blessed. But right now, we want Miss Mink to give us our mission statement so the people can know what Why Not Said stand for.
All right. So you know why not say it. It's all about expressing yourselves. Everybody has an open mouth that wants to let some words come out. So as a part of our vision statement, we want to bridge that gap between the youth and our season. We want to bring back and capture our young people. So the only way that we can do that is to open back up that line of communication. And that's one of the things that Why Not Say It stands for, because we want to make sure that everybody's voice is heard, because there is some kind of sound that comes out of everybody's mouth that is resonated from their mind. So, hey, come on, join in with us on this topic tonight. Yes, it is going to be a good one. Hey, they always say when you thrown that curve ball, you know how to catch it and move forward with it. And that's what we're doing tonight. So let's go.
We basically just finna get into it. It's general conversation. We talking about being blessed on today, in the
Yes.
here and now. What are you blessed? How have you been blessed? Anytime this year, let's talk about it. You know, I'm blessed. I'll start off because I feel like I'm blessed every time I open my eyes.
Amen.
When God
Wow.
put breath in my body, He putting breath in my body so that I can get it right with Him another day, or try to even get it right with Him anyway. So I be blessed on that. Like, I'm blessed just to be here.
You took the words out of my mouth, because, you know, that's one thing we all can share. If you listening, if you hear, that means you blessed. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, everybody look forward for the future, and a lot of people keep looking backwards for the past that we can't change. But the biggest blessing is right now, being right here, knowing that you woke up this morning and got another chance to carry on your journey, you know?
Exactly.
Absolutely. And you know what? Ditto what it is that both of you all just stated. For the simple fact and reason being, there are some that didn't make it. We hear on the news every day where someone's life has been taken. A lot of times, you know, especially in the past, it used to be that there were lives going on because of natural causes. But now there is nothing natural about what's going on now with all of the, you know, deaths and people killing each other, and it's all over a lot of crazy stuff as well. You know, I just feel that I'm blessed, like you all said, because God felt that I was going to have another day here on earth, because I don't breathe if it ain't for Him. So I have to give homage and give it back to God, because I know that that's the only reason that is that I am breathing once today.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. I'm just with you all day long. Like, even though my day was kind of off, He still allowed me to see the blessing in it of make the best of what you can. What you can't do, you just try to take care of it when you can. But yeah, it's listen. I'm so blessed to the point where
Even when you're off, you still on.
exactly. I'm telling you, because I'm
That's
off
right.
now. But guess what? I'm here. And I'm going to talk about being blessed because the devil is a lie. He been at me all day long.
Well, you
all
know, one
day.
thing I learned, if you wasn't important to God, that devil wouldn't be paying you no attention. You dig?
Man.
Straight up. 'Cause
And
he
then I
already
put
had
this
it,
hair
you know?
on, baby. That devil is really mad, and
Yeah,
I
he
am
got you
too.
feeling like
Shit.
Sister Slan.
I'm mad at my damn self.
Yeah,
Shit,
he got
I
you
was
feeling
damn
good, you
mad.
Drake,
Hey, but the
Yeah,
hair look good. So hey, what
Still
he
looking
meant for
beautiful.
your bad, you did it. Hey,
He
you
meant
came
it
out with it for
good.
your good. So hey,
Exactly.
swing that hair, girl. Just
Girl,
swing it.
I'm gonna swing it
Yes.
right on off here.
Yeah,
But
know.
no, but seriously, on a serious note, though, for real though, I even though he was after me today, I still was sticking and moving because I don't got time to even be giving him no room. I'm talking about him right now a little too much anyway.
You know, like those type of situations, sis, you got to look at it as just a test. And that's a test of your faith. Because when he got you, no matter who trying to throw you off, you know what I mean? And you just, that's when he want us to fall back and let him guide us. You know what I'm saying? That's what I done came to
Absolutely.
realize. Certain battles I really don't have to fight. You know what I'm saying? When it's out of my hand and I know it's trying to throw me off, I'll fall back. Hold up, it's a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? I realize, like, man, he can't stop me. He didn't try it all this time.
Yeah.
But you know what I
That's
mean? What's guiding me is my father, and he keeps me safe. So
Amen
ain't nothing
to
stronger
that,
than
baby.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Amen
So
to
when that
that.
devil busy on you, that's only because your father's pulling you closer to him. You know what I mean?
Amen to
For real,
that.
sis. So like the good days or bad days, they really become blessings because even on them days we thought was bad, we'll realize it was a message in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you might have been getting kept from something. You know. But
That's
you're here
right.
right
You
now
know,
in
so
the land of the living.
Yeah. That's
I'll
why I don't got
use
no
like.
complaints. You
Can
say
y'all
what?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sister. What you say?
I see I'm froze on the screen. That's why I was saying, can you hear me? But what I was getting ready to say was that's just like tonight. We had a different topic that we were going to talk about tonight, and we had a guest. But hey, that's why I said when that curveball get thrown, hey, you catch that sucker and you keep it moving because God has something different that is for us. What we always think, things that come about, we think that it's some type of punishment or whatever. No, it ain't no punishment. It's not a punishment. It's trying to see, hey, as y'all always say, if you stay ready,
You ain't
You
gotta
gotta
get
get
ready, baby.
that's right.
You
Gotta get
Absolutely.
ready.
So
Church.
And
hey, the topic on tonight was meant to be because I don't think enough people recognize or realize their blessings.
yeah.
And it's not of what it is that you do, it's the God in you that is allowing those blessings to come forward. And I truly believe, and it's just my opinion, that we overlook that a lot of times.
Yeah.
Hey, sis, you know what's crazy? We count money, we count cars, we count houses, clothes, bills. But he told us the most valuable things in this world and in this life is the things that come to you for free. And that's
That's
the
right.
air we breathe, the chance to wake up again. You feel me? You can't even buy that. You see what I'm
Exactly.
saying? There's a
Can't
lot of people
control
that,
that.
that didn't get a chance, and we be thinking we got the power to really wake ourselves up. But if we did, the ones that didn't wake up out their sleep, they would have woke up. You see what I'm saying? So we really have to count the things that we like. So when things looking bad or your pockets looking empty or you done spent too much or whatever it is, you have to look at the major blessing. It's a bigger picture. Like I'm still here. I'm still
Exactly.
breathing. I got a chance to do it again.
Exactly.
You feel me? So right now is that chance to do it again because we right here in the land of the living. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest blessing to me.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I ain't complaining. I mean, I ain't gonna never complain about nothing because just like you said, we here. And it's a lot of folks that make it here. And hey, I'm just blessed to be here. I got a roof over my head. I got a car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't complaining about nothing. And we got a caller.
All right, caller, calling in. Thank you, caller. I was wondering what that music was. I was going to say, hey, we getting crump for the Lord.
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Well, hello there. How are you?
Well, hello, my goodness.
Wait a minute. I don't hear the caller.
We can't hear you. Can you call? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. What's going on?
Okay.
How are you?
And I'm fine. I said I love you a long time.
We love you
Yeah.
long time too. You talk our language.
Love
You
you
know
long
the language
time
I
too,
speak.
caller.
Yeah.
Speaking my language.
So,
Well, I'm listening. I'm listening to what y'all saying, and my first reply is, if we don't give him no work, he don't have none.
All right now.
Right.
so can you
we don't
elaborate
give
a
him
little
no
bit on
work,
that
he
caller?
can't work.
Can you
If we don't
elaborate
give
about
the devil no work, he don't have none.
Amen. Ain't that the truth?
Stop acknowledging the little things that you see.
Uh-oh.
that?
What happened?
Hold on, caller.
Unplug that charger, bro. Oh, there we
Decisions that make us think that it's the devil and it be the devil in us.
Amen.
Say that again,
Amen.
caller.
Let's acknowledge that,
go. Yeah.
because sometimes we think that the work he's trying to give us be the work that we didn't give in ourselves. That the devil in us.
Yep.
That's so true.
That's why we have to check that man in that mirror. Every day we wake, make
It's
sure he on
always the man in the mirror.
You know?
Because who is God and the devil? Yourself.
point. Hey,
Because
well,
you
know one
depict.
thing. One
You
thing.
depict
One
on
thing.
your own decisions. You depict how your day gonna go. Now, if you want the waste, you gonna get the shit. If you want the glory, you gonna get the sun. That's what you gonna pick.
Well, that's what this topic about. We gonna pick being blessed, and being blessed is being thankful for the fact we
That's
woke
right.
this
So
morning.
you gonna throw
We ain't
that
worried
shit
about the
away.
negative. We gonna make it a better
You
day.
gon- you
We gonna
gonna throw
manifest
that
a million.
shit away.
You feel me?
Okay.
So
Who
that we ain't.
normally wanna play and shit?
That's why we ain't playing this shit today, baby. Don't. You better watch that shit pile when you
Who
walking in that grass.
normally want to play in that? And if you know a circumstance is coming up and your conscious decision is based on how the day gonna go, what you gonna pick?
Win.
Well, baby, we done already talked about what we gonna pick because
We
we
gonna
picked
win.
it, baby. We winning.
We counting
winning
our
over
blessing
here. You
today.
hear
That's
me?
the topic.
And we
You know.
always gonna win.
Well, let's
Because
win, baby.
we
Tell us
don't-
some of
we
your
don't
blessings
play in-
then.
So-
We
You
don't
dig?
play in that.
So, Carla, we ain't gonna
We
worry
don't
about the
play
mess.
in
Tell
that.
us how you blessed today, baby.
Yeah,
That's what
tell
we
us-
talking
that's
about. We
what
Well, you know
we
how
count
I'm
them
blessed
blessings.
today, but not only waking up,
Come on now.
but
Give us
waking
something.
up to the decisions that I chose to be today.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
To predict my day
Yes. Manifestation.
and to make sure that my day go accordingly. And I'm preparing for the next day.
Amen.
All right now. All
But in
right,
order to
if it's
get to the
Lord's
next day, you
will,
gotta
baby,
make it through the day, baby.
You better know it. He
feel
said take care of the day and worry about tomorrow. So I
Worry about tomorrow.
So do
So
tomorrow
when
ever
we
come?
wake up, we depict how the day gonna go.
That's right. That's right. So
And our
can you tell us?
blessings come
Just give us one thing that you blessed about, baby. Give us one thing that you blessed
I'm
about.
blessed that God woke me up to be mindful to the decisions that I make for
All
that
right
day.
now.
Amen.
All
Yes.
right now. That's what I'm talking
Right.
about. Because that's
Well-
what we want to talk about. We want to share the blessings, because I just feel like, and this is just my opinion, and I'm not really just speaking to no certain someone. I'm just speaking in general. We don't give him, enough of glory.
Credit.
Man is
We
just
don't-
man just trying to take
Yeah.
over, and man want credit for everything that's going on in life. But people gotta wake up and understand that we are truly blessed. Anytime you can put your feet on the floor and then stand up and say and breathe out,
And not only
man, you better take off and
to
run.
the flow and breathe, it's for to have your taste bud. to have your hearing, to be able to see, to be able to think, to be able to think to even say anything out your mouth. Everything moves. Because, baby, you can wake up and you can't move.
And that's
You
true.
can wake up and you can't speak.
That's the truth.
You can wake up and you can't think. So all functional abilities that you have, that you wake up to, not only putting your foot to the ground,
Huh.
but in order to move that body to take that step off the ground once you plant them.
That's right. Absolutely. I agree with you so much, caller. And we really appreciate, as usual, you always call in and you drop some knowledge on us and you share what it is that you are thinking in reference to the topic. So we really appreciate all of our callers, listeners, viewers, so on and so forth.
The ones that don't call in but want to call in, hey, call in.
Call in. Express
515-599-1687. You can call in, talk to us. We definitely gonna talk back.
Nope.
If we can come together and think together, we
can
get
build
an
together.
answer that all of us can relate to.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So call in and share your blessings, everyone, because that's what the topic on tonight is.
Love you too. Thank you for calling in.
Real quick.
Hey now,
Appreciate
we
you.
love
Love
you.
you.
Long
I
time.
Love you. Have a good rest of your night.
Yes, that's what it's about. Listen, there ain't no big eyes and little U's over here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's opinion is respected. Call in. Let us know what God done for you today. Listen, this phone should be ringing off the hook. I don't care if you just
telling
call
you.
and just say anything about
It's
how
Friday.
God blessed
I
you.
know you got
It
a
don't
minute.
take
You got
nothing
a
but
minute.
3 minutes, maybe 5, just to get all the way through. So
And that's right. And hey, that's the uniqueness about Why Not Say It, is that we give homage where homage is due. And first and foremost, we're going to give it back to our Almighty, for the simple fact and reason being, without our Almighty, we wouldn't even be on this podcast right now. So this is a platform that we give everyone the opportunity to express themselves and to openly communicate on the different topics that we have. So we invite you in to call in. Hey, just give a little shout out, give a drop. Hey, it ain't us that you're giving it to.
Okay.
On tonight, we giving homage back to the Most High. So hey, show him that you appreciate and you are thankful for the blessings that he has bestowed upon you all week long. Hey, all your life, basically.
Every day. It ain't no all week.
If you heard us,
Hey, if you're 10 years. If you're 30,
That's right.
30 years.
if you heard us, you heard
okay,
us.
there you go. That's what we saying.
That's right. Absolutely.
Listen, another thing I'm really grateful for. I'm really grateful for my mind, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for my mind because, like she said, there are people that woke up and their mind is gone. And I'm very grateful on today for my mind, because I can make decisions. I can make a better me. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I send out prayers and ask for everyone to send out prayers for those who aren't with us, those families that are dealing with those that's not with us, those that did wake up and whose mind is not in the right frame of mind, those who can't speak, those who can't walk. They're still blessed. Because, hey, God still got them. So, hey, prayers go out to you, and we thank even those for, attending and watching.
Exactly.
Yes,
We send blessings to everybody that's tuning in.
like they say, if you still here, that means God ain't done with you yet. You see
That's
what I'm saying?
right.
So that's one of the biggest blessings. You know what I mean? Hey, we here for a reason.
And I feel like this, too, like you said at the beginning of the segment. Sometimes we be so overwhelmed in our situation, but it's a lesson in that situation. And sometimes we have to really sit back and ponder about what it is that you're going through right now. Why do you feel like you at that point, right at this moment, and then put it more in a spiritual, positive way of God is trying to tell me I'm steady failing something that I'm doing in my situation. I'm steady failing, and this is another warning before the destruction that I'm giving to you to pay attention and get the lesson.
You know what's deep about that? One of the biggest warnings is how we think and how we speak. You know what I mean? Like we sometimes we talk negatives into our journey, you know what I'm saying? If we speak it out of our mouth that we finna win today, like they said, it's a confirmation where you say, I'm attracted to money. Money's attracted to me. Money always flow through my hand. And you say that 3 times a day, and then you write it down, and you write it down. Before you know it, you'll realize it becomes true because of how powerful our tongue is, you know what I mean? That's why he told us our tongue is one of the most deadliest swords.
Yeah.
So when we speak when we speak out of our mouth about these good days, that means we speaking them, we attracting them good days. When you speaking negative, that's what you attracting, you know what I mean? So we have to learn to stop killing ourselves first, you know what I mean? Because
that's good.
Quick to grab hold to the negative, but we ain't, you know, we really don't realize that even in the negative, it's a blessing because when you know that God got you, it ain't nothing that can stop you. So even when you're going through something negative, it's a positive. He's showing you something. You know what I'm saying? And he's showing you something. So I learned to just be still at them times. And that's when I see what he's saying, because when I'm still, I'm not even fighting myself. Because you could talk yourself out of understanding sometimes. You know what I mean? The answer will be right in your face. And we'll throw a million other ideas, you know what I mean, into that. And next thing you know, we confused again. So, you know, it starts with what we speak out of our mouth. Control our own thoughts. Get our mind out the negative. You know what I mean? Think about positive.
That's right. And you know what? And not only just speak the positive, believe in the positive. Because you can speak about something all day long, but do you really believe in it?
Exactly.
Do you really believe what it is that you are saying out of your mouth? You know, those positive things that you're saying out of your mouth. Because I'll never, you know, I always think about, you know how they have those affirmations and you are just saying it and you're saying them and you saying them, but then something, you know, something negative come creeping on in and it turns you right around. So that's what I mean as far as, do you actually believe?
Listen to what threw you off. When you were saying it and saying it and saying it, something negative came right on in and threw you off. You should have kept saying it and kept saying it and kept saying it. And no matter, and after a while, you gonna believe it because now your mind is programmed on it. And once you tuned in, that's where that tunnel vision really come in at. It's like we have to learn to block out all bullshit. No matter how negative it is, it's like, I'm on my way somewhere. I can't let this throw me off. I can't even think about it. I don't want to think about it. It ain't that I don't care. I just can't keep caring about the stuff that's throwing me off. So that's when you start blocking all that out and stay focused. You know what I mean? Because now you know that I got a purpose. I'm purposely driven to get where I got to go. I don't care what's trying to throw me off. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's programming your mind. Like, the more positive you start speaking it to yourself. I was saying speaking it to yourself, not to other people, because most of the time we're conversating to get a point across, but you start with yourself and get the point across by really becoming that, because now it's like, that's all my mind on. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a buddy, every time I see him, right, like he do lawn care, and I see like he was steady advancing, but he always out there going hard. And you know, when I see him, every time I see him, I'll be like, "What's up, man? How you doing today?" He like, "Man, win, no matter what." And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, you good?" He like, "Man, win, no matter what." And he say, "Man, you know what? I say that so much, bro. It's like blessings just been coming to me, man. So that's all I tend to talk about, because I don't want to waste. I don't want to block my blessings by just having general conversations about anything. You know what I'm saying?" And I'm like,
I'm glad you said that too, because another blessing that God be giving us is the point of, we have to watch what we entertain. We have to watch what we listen to sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to know that all of that it has a frequency, and it's brainwashing us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to also, like you always say, know thyself, so that you can be able to distinguish what's going to come into your square and what's going to come into your spirit. Because if we don't start protecting our spirits more and stop allowing so much to dump, we will never know who we are in God or what purpose we supposed to serve, because we too focused on everything else, and it's so much stuff that we didn't allowed in our space to where we just don't know no more. So we just talking. We just acting.
Hey, but you know what's deep about that, sis? When I say know thyself, when you know yourself, that means you tap into the spiritual side.
Exactly.
See, we so in tune with the physical, that's what we see. But when you know yourself and you tap into that spiritual side, it was something that he had already gave you before you even knew who you was. You feel what I'm saying? So when you tap into yourself, that's when you find that godly with what he put in you. Not man, but what he put in you. You see what I'm saying? And then when you get one and one with self, you feel me? That's when you hear him clearly. You feel me? So then you start feeling things when you come across those things that ain't right for you. Even when you sitting watching things, because you can even learn from a fool. You see what I'm saying? So when you tapped in with him, you start realizing like, man, they don't know. Or maybe they do know. They just telling it from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? You start, your perception is different then. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a battle no more. It's about an understanding. Certain things ain't for me to understand. Certain things ain't for me, period. You know what I'm saying? So when you start praying and meditating for certain things, you'll realize this universe will answer that. You see what I'm saying? So information will come to you that's for you. Because one thing I have learned is we could go searching for knowledge all day, but if you ain't ready for it, you won't understand it when you read it. You feel me?
Exactly.
But when you in line, what's for you is going to come when it's time for you to really understand it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come in with knowing myself. You feel me? Because
that's the reason. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just saying I realized that like I always searched outside myself. But the more I tapped into God, or no matter what we want to call him, the more I tapped into him, he started showing me, I gave you something. He kept telling me he gave me something. And I didn't understand it until I started paying attention to myself. You see, I looked all outside, like, where's that? We still struggling. We going through this. We going through that. He like, see, you ain't hearing me. I gave you something special. So the more you tap into that man in that mirror, you're going to see what I gave you. And now you can get all the things that you want, because I gave you something that give you the power to move mountains if you believe it. You feel me? So that's when I say knowing yourself. He gave us all something special.
Come in
yeah, because
and that's why it's real important to protect your mind. Your mind is the universe. God is the center of everything. Your mind is the center of everything. That's the reason why you have to protect your mind and what you feed into your mind, because if you feed your mind all kind of garbage, that's all you gonna get is garbage.
You gotta protect your heart too.
That's right. Well, see, your mind is what controls your heart. Your mind is the central neurism that controls everything in your body, basically. So you have to make sure that you are protecting your mind, because without your mind, there's a lot of things that start shutting down. So that's the reason why you have to protect it, because that's where God lives and centers. We have to protect what it is that he has blessed us with, and that is our mind. Yes, most definitely.
Because,
so,
have you ever figured out something and then you tell yourself it could be something different, and then you tell yourself it might be this, before you know it, you done got confused off the first
yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
I'm going through that right now. That's why I have to pray every day. I'm going through that right now.
Most overthinkers, they'll automatically figure something out, and then they'll figure out 10 other ways to try to do it, and they'll confuse the first answer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by learning ourselves, knowing that when certain answers come to you, that first mind is always God talking to you. If you a child of God and you know you are. And that second mind is always going to be the devil to throw off what God just told you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you never hear nobody say, I should have followed my second mind. You always say, I should have followed my first mind. You feel me? I ain't never said I should have followed my second mind. You feel me? So that first mind is also being aware of your own consciousness of within self. When you making decisions within self and it's telling you, nah, man, and you like, nah, I should though. You know what I'm saying? That's a battle within self. You can't even blame nobody else. That's right within your mind, your own. It ain't nobody out here don't do that. You feel me? But we have to get in control of that, knowing like I ain't even finna overthink it. If my mind said it's and I'm gonna go with it now. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep thinking about it because that's gonna throw me off within myself. Not even nobody else outside of me. You know what I mean?
And you know what? A lot of people think that people are crazy. I'll say crazy. Because of all of the multitude of voices that you hear when it is that you, especially when you're an overthinker. Einstein was an overthinker. He had millions of voices that he heard on a daily basis. Just think how much of a genius he was. He was blessed with, so much. But he had millions of voices that he heard in his head. And like you just stated, Fastlane, he didn't answer to all those voices. He only answered to the first voice that he heard.
And he wrote it down. You know what I'm saying? And he kept writing it down. And then when he went back and looked at it, he realized he was getting answers. You know what I'm saying? Our ancestors communicate with us and everything. People think that's crazy. But, you know, a lot of times we've been saved and don't even know how we got saved. You know what I'm saying? When we send them angels around us, what angels you think he going to send? He going to send them ancestors. Your ancestors protecting us. But we don't listen. We have to learn to really pay attention. Just as well as we in the physical, we got to know that the spiritual is real. You feel me? And knowing we ain't in control of the spiritual, we don't have a clue. You feel me? So we have to know ourselves when we get answers. Your body feel things. You ever walked in a room and you felt chills and it was something? You felt something up in there. You feel me? It ain't about the AC. You know what I mean? Your body felt something. Or you ever walk in a room and you just the energy feels so down up in there. It's like, man, I gotta go back out.
I go. It's time to go.
Outside. You know what I mean? And that's knowing ourselves, getting in tune with self. That's why I say that so much, because that's even with our children. When they learn they self, you'll realize how special you is. You'll stop looking outside of self, trying to find yourself. And like the biggest thing is to find that person in that mirror and realize the gifts you have. Because that's the only gifts that's going to really make it happen for you. You feel me? Knowing thyself, knowing what you capable of and what you ain't capable of, knowing that I can. You see what I'm saying? Even when I thought I couldn't, you feel me? Like a lot of things I have done, it was times I wouldn't imagine me doing it. But when I just did it, I was like, damn, I didn't even think I could do this. You feel me? So it's learning myself. And I stopped doubting myself, so I just would go. You know, like if my mind say you can, I say, fuck it, I'll go ahead and do it. You know, I got a photographic memory. If I see somebody doing something, I can watch them a couple of times and I'll pick it up. And I try to mimic what they're doing, and I could pick it up. I might need a few more questions, you know, to figure out to get it done, but I could pick it up. So that's knowing ourselves. We got so much in us, but we look so outside of us to find ourselves. You feel me? So that's why I say that a lot, because it's very important. Even when you getting in tune with God, you got, in order to know he talking to you, you got to know the voices inside of yourself. You feel me? To hear him. You feel me? Because if you don't, you could get confused. Because you think he talking to you and something else.
Right. I just feel like that's called people watch. You know, like people actually people watch. Like I'm like, I wake up to you, I go to bed to you, and you ain't even nobody that I really might know. Or you know what I'm saying? But they be people watching, like you so focused on what they doing to where you done missed everything that he done tried to send your way for you to do, to where now when you realize, like, maybe I just want to get some me time, and that me time hit you like you ain't got no me time. You don't even know who me is, because it's them. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, like,
absolutely.
You become so focused and in tuned in what everybody else is doing to where you don't know what you're doing in your life. Like,
well, you know you eating stuff you don't even like.
Yeah.
Just because they say this is good stuff. You eating it. Like, man, keeping up with
that's the reason why you have to step away from that social media. You have to step away from the TV. You have to step away from even accepting calls sometimes. For the simple fact and reason being, there is a lot of things that you have to, do You really have to do it. And that's what I say all the time. Sometimes it's not that I be ignoring people or, whatever the case may be. I don't even turn the TV on until basically it be late at night. And by then I'm ready to fall off to sleep, when it is, because I don't have time during the day. I do not have time during the day to really just sit and watch TV or watch all these reality shows or whatever the case may be. I can't even tell people about a lot of things that's going on some of these reality shows because I don't watch them.
Well,
I don't watch them. I have so much.
To be honest with you, most of them is just about fight. The females is just fighting each other. They got money, they got house, they got cars, but you can tell that they so miserable. And, I'm just saying because it might be TV, but most of it seems so real. But, it's like y'all fighting over nothing. All y'all got about the same. Or, my thing of it is everybody got something. What is y'all fighting over all that foolishness? And that's what's getting
It's entertainment. People like
it. It is.
It's
but
entertaining to distract you because while
There
we're
you
being
have it.
entertaining, we're not
Exactly.
focusing on our own bag.
Nothing.
We tripping off everybody else, how they living. How you notice how even the kids now don't play. They watch other kids play on YouTube. You
Ain't
see
that
what I'm saying?
crazy?
We ain't living like we could because we watching other people so much how they living. We'll spend a large part of our day watching somebody else's lifestyle instead of figuring out how can we change our lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? So when I be saying know thyself, it goes back to self. When you spend a lot of time with self, you start realizing like, man, I got a lot in me that I didn't know I had. You feel me?
That's right. And that's the reason why a lot of times people be all like, Michelle, you work 1,000,001 jobs. No, I'm working the hustle that God gave me. God didn't say just sit still while it is that he bless you. You got to work hard for the blessings it is that he is giving to you. So you that's the reason why it is that I'm constantly going, because I know that there is a lot of things that God is blessing and trying to bless me with. I can't sit still and just expect for him to give me those blessings. No, you gave me the will, the strength, and the motivation to get it done, because that's a blessing. It is. Those are blessings it is that he's given to me. Don't worry, God, I got you. I'm going to move forward on what it is that you are blessing me with.
And the thing about it is that, we all become a little catty once in our life or whatever, but it's just about, are you just going to stay comfortable in that, or are you going to try to motivate yourself or just try to move to do something different? Because you'll realize that when you start being around positive people, when you start speaking positive things, when you start, keeping your mind around just positivity, you find yourself start shedding different things away from you, like shedding different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still working on yourself, because even with that, you still not perfect. But your mindset is that I'm not comfortable. Right. And anytime you too comfortable, that means that you ain't doing nothing. Yeah. You should never get comfortable in nothing you do, because you can always elevate, you know what I'm saying, to another level in what you doing. But, and I say that because I have been comfortable once upon a time, but now I'm hungry for a lot of things, and I'm like you, sis. I be trying to put my hands in so many things, and I just feel like, okay, if that didn't work right now, I'm gonna put that on the shelf. It ain't gonna go nowhere, because if he gave it to me, that means that I just need to learn how to work it. But now I'm finna put my hands into this. Okay, it might not, it's going, but it might not. But I'm gonna keep trying to put my hands into something until I can get it all to come together. And voila, magic,
Hey, and you know what's deep about what you just said? Like, we go through things because sometimes we be too comfortable. He spark a fire up on us and make us get motivated to go ahead and get out of that comfort zone, because I don't want to keep going through what I'm going through.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Same
So
results.
I realize most of the time when I'm going through things, it's time for me to step up or tighten up, or, you know what I mean? It's time for me to elevate. You know what I mean? Because the lesson is more valuable than the loss. You feel me? And that's what I didn't realize. And when I say the loss, I mean, like, I might have felt like I lost time today. My day didn't go like I want to. So I don't entertain them thoughts no more. I just feel like, okay, it wasn't meant. It wasn't meant for me today. But I see now. I gotta tighten up though to make it better tomorrow. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
And I'm not saying that we should, you don't take time, because you have to take time to give that time to God. There are moments when it is that you need those silent times, those times to just kind of relax, meditate, and clear your mind and focus. Yes, because that's the time. You do have to give that time to God. But what I'm gathering from what we're all saying that's tying in together is that your blessings don't come to you just with you feeling comfortable and just sitting back waiting on them to come. You got to go get them. You got to go get them.
That's
Because
facts.
I just feel like this. You know what I'm saying? God is blessing you throughout your day no matter what.
Right.
But he do want you to show him, like, yeah, if I put these 2 feet, this 2 steps forward, Father, because he don't never leave us. We always seem to leave him. But, we always quick to holler out, Father, why you leave us. But he really didn't. He's steadily showing us, but we be so caught up and assumed with this worldly world and in our fleshly world to where we don't be too in tune with things that he's saying or showing us. Because listen, these microphones we talking on, that's a way of him getting things being said. You know what I'm saying? These phones we be so hypnotized by. He's showing us that, yeah, you're not gonna accomplish and get nothing done because your head always like this. And it's like, no, and I'm being serious. Listen,
Right.
people walk down the street like
They don't
this.
even worry about their safety. They worry about what's in the phone.
And they facing the phone. And listen, I'm not. Listen,
And most definitely our,
but this
our
is
young
real.
people.
This is happening.
Yeah.
And so you're hearing more about people getting ran over, people getting hit, because people literally are so hypnotized with these phones to the point where they're not paying attention to their surroundings or where they going, where they're walking. They just walking straight with their head in them phones, and everybody is content.
Program.
Yep.
That's why they keep programs for us, to keep us programmed. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. If you, like, at first you had to make it home to catch your program, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So you can get programmed to sit there and wait instead of paying attention to your program. You watching what they showing you. You feel
Exactly.
me? Just the same way. Now you could walk with that program in your hand, whether you're walking out the store or wherever you at, you walking from work. People don't even worry about their safety. They paying attention to what's in front of their
Yep.
phone, that program. It keep us programmed so we won't be on top of our program. You know what I mean? Just
And
being
you make a
honest.
good point. They just said on the news yesterday, it was yesterday morning when I woke up, the news was on. This lady was coming out of Walmart. She was looking in her phone on TikTok. She was and on TikTok looking at her phone. This man walked up to her, put a gun to her head, and took her purse and her bags that she had just got out of Walmart.
It's really sad and it's pitiful. It really is.
It is.
It's really sad.
That's why we gotta be
But
aware.
this is the thing that's what we're talking about. You got to start being aware of your surroundings. You got to start looking up and not up. Listen. If anything with that phone, you need to have that phone ready. You know what I'm saying? But
Call 911.
or whatever.
Damn, you have to smack him with that phone.
you
better
feel
be
what
ready.
I'm
You better
saying,
turn that phone
but
into a weapon if you have to.
Listen, and we're not talking bad about no
That's
one.
just
We're just
survival.
stating
These
facts
the
to
times we
and
in.
these. Listen, if you're not paying attention to the signs of time, you better start paying attention, because everything is being put in our face like bam. But they know that we are so focused in these phones to where we're not paying attention. So that's why they're able to keep putting it on and putting it on. And when you look up and blink just for a minute, oh, you thought you didn't hit the lottery. Oh, yeah, you hit the lottery. It ain't the one you thought, but you hit the lottery. For real, it's sad. It's really sad.
It is.
Like, for real.
is.
And I feel bad for that lady. But, baby, you got to pay attention. You can't be in that phone, because that phone ain't what's going to help you continue to see tomorrow or even the next 5 minutes.
But the blessing is that because now people just shooting. The blessing in that is that she didn't lose her life.
Right.
She lost some material things, but she didn't lose
I
her
ain't
life.
talking about the material things. I'm talking about her life. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because, baby, here, you can have that Walmart, you can have my purse, whatever. I'm not finna put up no fight for that.
Nope.
But for my life, yeah, I'm gonna be pleading the blood of Jesus. I'm gonna be trying to talk and all. Listen, I ain't playing no games out here. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
can
why
walk
we
around.
have to be aware.
I'm telling
You
you,
gotta be aware.
You
feel
definitely
me?
gotta be
That's
aware.
why he give us senses. He give us sight. You know what I mean? And when you tap in, you feel things, man. You know what I mean? But when you program,
living to
you
be
in this
living.
program, you're not paying attention to the world outside of the program. You looking at the program. You feel me? So we have to put them phones down. Even when I see a lot of women pull up somewhere and be in their phone, not looking around first.
But
you feel
listen
me?
to the word of, listen to the program.
Yeah.
They have given you a program to program
So
you.
we trying to break the program.
Exactly.
So I'm
You
saying,
know,
when y'all pull
bitch.
up, listeners, put that damn phone down, look around, pay attention to your environment, because safe ain't safe no more. That's what I'm
It
saying.
sure isn't.
So in order to feel your environment, you got to be paying attention to your environment. When you step out, you walking and paying attention to the darkest spots. You listening, you feeling, you hearing footsteps behind you. Pay attention to all that to survive out here, because it's scandalous like that. It's not no game. You know what I'm saying? So the phones ain't going to save you.
It ain't.
911 ain't going to get there fast enough. You got to be able to
911,
protect
hey.
yourself first.
And we better keep it all the way funky, baby. 911, because according to what type of voice you display when you call in, you already know 911 ain't coming quick. Oh, this is Sally Sue. They might come a little faster. But, oh, yeah, we got a 911 down here on the block. Oh, baby, you might not see them until
Yeah,
about
they
2,
wait till the
3
show's
hours.
done. So you got to
But-
protect yourself.
Exactly.
That's right. You
gotta
better,
keep
hey,
your
plead the
business.
blood of Jesus all over you, or plead it. Plead
I'm
blessings
making
on
jokes,
blessings
but
on
that's
blessings
serious.
all
Just like-
over you.
Listen, women, and this is just woman to woman, men too, but women. Baby, when you getting ready to walk out of somewhere, you already have them keys already in your hand, that purse locked and loaded, and everything else locked and loaded, and you should be ready.
And
Not
that's a
with
blessing.
you hear me? Like,
That's
for
a
real,
blessing.
because I'm telling you, like, it's
To
not
be
a
aware is to
game.
be alive.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Thank
So
you, Lord.
You
'cause
gotta
baby,
you gotta be aware of your surroundings,
You
and to survive, we gotta have them survival kits. We gotta be able to tell each other that. You know,
Man.
we once was we had people telling us, yeah, man, be safe when you go down there. Keep your eyes open, or you know what I mean. Now you
Keep your
can't
head
tell
up.
nobody nothing. They think they on point, but you sleeping when you walking around with them phones glued to your face. Even when y'all driving,
And
I see
people
people
watching
driving
you.
and they paying attention. People can't even drive no more. I'm talking about on the highway without the
Man.
phone in their face.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
flying, you mashing the gas and you got your
And
phone
you-
in your
you
face.
got
That
your
don't add
phone in
up.
your
You
face.
sleeping, you'll kill yourself.
Man.
And everybody around you, too.
Exactly.
Yes. So this has been an amazing, once again, why not say it? Just come through. Come through. Why not say it? Come through. Yes. Hey.
Our viewers to come through too. We need y'all to talk to us.
But you know what? We always come through because, like I said, there is always that ram in the bush. God always got a ram in the bush for us if it's, if there is a curveball thrown. So that's why I was saying, hey, come through when I say it, because we do. We come through. And we have a great deal of viewers and listeners that come through too, because they liking, subscribing, sharing. So our messages are getting out there.
And that's a blessing. We love and appreciate all of y'all. But we still want to give a shout out to our guests that did not make it. We
Yes,
pray
shout
everything
out.
was all right
Yes.
for you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Q,
Ambition.
ambition. You know, we
We
give
gonna
a
have
shout
that
out
meeting.
to
We
you.
gonna have that
Prayers
sit
go
down.
up to you. Hopefully everything was all right for you.
Everything
And we
good.
gonna get you on that schedule next time, baby.
Yes,
we got
sir.
you. Don't worry about
No
it. Why not
worries.
say it trying to stay in
Yes,
everybody's
sir.
building?
That's right.
Everything
Ain't
in the
nothing
making.
fake or phony about us. Nothing at all, baby. What
Everything
you
in the
see is
making.
what you get, baby.
Amen.
I'm trying to tell you. Hey, don't judge the messenger, baby.
Just listen to the message.
Just listen to the
Don't
message.
take it personal.
I'm telling you, it ain't never
know?
personal. Even when I try to share some of my personal moments, it's just personal that I have learned from. I'm still here.
And you sharing because it can help somebody else.
I'm just saying, you hear me? And hey, it is
Yep.
what it is.
And, you know,
All right.
and
Well, I loved it.
and
I
that'd be a
loved it.
blessing. When you can share your personal and somebody could pick up from it. You know what I mean? We don't know how sometimes just knowing that you ain't the only one going through it can help you through it. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's how we was raised. We all struggled together, you know what I mean? And like our grandma showed us, no matter what. Hey, y'all could be out there hungry, doing whatever y'all doing. Y'all got to play. Y'all can come eat, and before you know it, it's all of us there, the whole family, a whole tribe of us.
Friends.
You feel me?
And not only us, it was everybody
Friends
from
and friends. We about 30 deep up in there. Everybody eating good, though. And the thing is, nobody realized about the struggle. You feel me? Because we were struggling together. So that's like when somebody sharing their story, and they letting you know you ain't the only one going through it. You ain't the only one feel this pain, or you ain't the only one, you know what I mean? Like, that makes it a little better for you because you realize, oh, I ain't by myself. I ain't the only one.
And
for
not
real.
just by myself, but that lets you know that God is with you to be able to make some choices. A lot of us feel like we don't have choices, or like, you know, like it ain't no other way but this way. No, it is another way. Trust me. God, man, listen. Yeah. We are
That's
here
right.
for a reason.
Yes. So why not say it? I loved you guys tonight. We did it once again. Miss
Love you
Kiwi,
guys. Love you guys.
last name.
Next time, next
Hey.
Friday. We do this every Friday. And forgive us for the Fridays that we have not done it. You know, we do have lives too. Things happen, but we thank God for today. All the blessings go up to him. Next Friday, same time.
Blessings on blessings. Blessings on blessings on you. Blessings on blessings on
Blessed
you.
weekend.
Yes.
Blessed night.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Till the next time. Stay safe. Why not say it?
Everyone be blessed.
Bye, Miss Ming. See you in the next time.
Yes.
I've been in front, and behind of a gun. And most of these niggas ain't even been on the side of one. I watch my life have been reflected through the eyes of my son. They say my age makes a difference cause we die to be young. I done took so many losses, I'm cautious of my surroundings. They killed my little cousin Sean.